It's week 9 of the National Football League, and we've got the Dolphins, rocket arm quarterback. He comes in third in the league in passing touchdowns. It's the Dolphins and the Hawks on Monday night.
We've all waited long enough to get here. It's time for some football as we welcome you to the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scotts alongside Brock Heward. And Brock, now that we're into the November portion of our season, we got a pretty good picture of who both of these teams, at least who we expect these teams to be from here on out.
Yeah, no question about it. They're through the opening rounds if this was a boxing match, right? In this season-long fight. Early issues been worked through, or at least you hope so. And this is where they have to be in that groove as we push through the heart of the season. Any team with hopes beyond Week 18, they got to be figured out. You got to figure out who they are and what they are right now. Their biggest strengths and their most glaring weaknesses. In this game, it's about emphasizing those strengths, hiding those weaknesses, and playing some winning football.
We've reached the halfway mark of the regular season. A lot of work left to do as we're away in Week 9. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And leading them out, one of the league's longest tenured quarterbacks.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Straight to the air they go. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Fakes the handoff, now to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
So here come the Dolphins as they get set for their debut series. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
And when we look back at last week's win, Kate, pretty easy to see those 4 touchdowns. A lot more of an impact on the game than the 1 interception he threw. Wasn't quite perfect. I'm sure that pick will nag at him, but you'd welcome an encore of everything else he was doing in that ball game.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Throwing now from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins parlay the interception into points. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks and their running back about to get back to work. And as we work our way through November, you see here he's the leader league-wide right now in rushing touchdowns. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to the air here. Austin's there to haul it in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Play action on 1st down. That's completed right side. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. He'll throw it yet again. Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. We're going to look here at the receiving numbers for him from last week. Second and 3 now. Trying to throw here out of the gun. On target to his man Taylor. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Working inside the red zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know that it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
It's a Seattle touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks tie this game 7-7. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now we're going to see the Dolphin offense for their 2nd drive of the contest. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you got to imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. Setting up a throw. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it. They give it to him again. And he's able to push this down to the 12. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. He brings it in. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only manages 1 yard on that run, so now they'll need 3 on 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins break the tie here in the 1st. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they welcome the same level of play on this series as well. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. They just get the play off. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Trying again, following the sack. Hits his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And the Dolphins in there to bring him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Let me tell you, man, I don't think I need to find another defensive end.
3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and
I think Bassey's my guy. I'm glad I extended him. He's fucking awesome, that guy.
That's not going to
95's everywhere.
This defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that.
No, he's not going to start this year when what's-his-face comes back, when Williams comes back next week, but Jesus Christ. Bassey's a beast.
Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. He's got this at the 27. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Dolphins ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And we're getting a look at the leaders in passing touchdowns this season here, where you will find his name among the top 5 right now in the NFL. And they're going to drag him down after a decent gain. He gets up to the 36. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd and less than a yard. Back to the well again. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Cut out left. On the move, past the 40. Hits the 20. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 13-point lead. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawks offense running out now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Into traffic, complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll do what he can. That carry gets to the 35-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And Heater's going to fall to the turf.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Punt team on the field. Wait for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be Dolphins football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Complete out to the right side. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep. This is caught inside the 15. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins make it a 3-possession game. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. They'll try this extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins stretch their lead to 21. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. Throwing now on first down. Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Now looking to throw. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
They bring their tight end left. 2nd and 3. Finds his man over the middle. And this one doesn't go far. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Seahawks will have a first down. Throwing off the play fake here. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. The gun, they'll look to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Looking to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks get it back to a 14-point game. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This return makes it up to the 25. The Dolphins are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. Set, 1st and 10. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together, finding the end zone. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Running for the marker on second. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll be first down, Miami. So through a flurry of points, we have hit the 2-minute warning. The Dolphins looking for a score before halftime. To throw it on first down. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Down to the 10. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins boat racing them to the halftime locker room. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. You gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins stretch their lead to 21. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. They got the job done their last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. Throwing it to start this drive. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. First and 10 from the 41. Back to throw. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So a really tough spot here. This is third and a country mile. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that hit stops him in his tracks. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. His work begins at the 31. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll have a chance to run one play before time expires. Running it now out of the gun. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So we reach halftime. Not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the third quarter. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Dolphins headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And the type of game that he has been putting together, wow, we're going to see some of these highlights now, Brock. And I expect a lot of times over the next week, too. He has thrown this offense to the end zone time and again. What a showing. This is one of the elite games that we have seen from him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From midfield now. He puts everything behind this one. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So that brings up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Play action on 1st down. Finds a man right side. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. Handoff now from the gun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They're throwing it. This throw is cupped. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. So the Dolphins bringing out the field goal unit for a try here. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And as we work our way through this regular season, you can see he's currently sitting in the top 5 of the league in passing. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Pass play now. Got it, man. Robinson has it. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space. Your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. They'll bring out the punter here. And they could really use a good one here. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Starts his return from the 23. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And all the touchdowns are sure going to catch some eyes around the league, but sure not unexpected for those of us who saw how well he was throwing it back when he got his first couple of scores.
Yeah, and if anything, he's only continued to improve and play better as this defense tried and failed to find any way to slow him down.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Another carry for him. Jukes one defender, and he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They go play action on 1st. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws can...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Looking for a throw here. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. And this one hits first at the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this... These sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Pass play on 1st and 10. Brought in right side. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's a throw. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Pass play coming here. This one's caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. He's dropping back to throw. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
He's throwing for it! And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Trying to chip away at that lead, but just not able to figure it out there to take another 2 points off.
Yeah, every one of these calls at this juncture of the game tells a story, and right now that story being told is this crew is feeling the pressure trying to chip away at those points. Maybe a little over-aggressive, as now they're still down big.
The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They are in great shape here as we wind down this 3rd quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another, well, that could put this just too far out of reach. And he's brought down after a short gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Tight end motioning right. They just get the play off. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Let's go. Slot man in motion right. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's tackled for a short gain. Still well short after the 3-yard run. It's going to be 4th down and 6. On now comes their punter. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. Their offense running back out now. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Throwing from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. From the 33 on 2nd down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled for no gain. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And 4th and 4 coming up. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He finds him beyond the marker. And what a hit there. Ouch, he pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Complete out to the right. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know what I love to say, you never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, Oftentimes, it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Tight end in motion right. From just shy of midfield on second down. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. He'll throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it after his second interception of the season. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Jukes out a one-stop, and he works this to the 38 before. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play, but they will take that execution every time.
Here's a give up the middle. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. The tight end going in motion right. From the 29. Catch made over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. The give now out of the shotgun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense to the line for second down. Back to throw. Complete over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Has it in close. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Has the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins continue piling onto this lead. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. On target to his man Taylor. And not much doing, he stopped quickly.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him on the slant. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing it again here. Connecting on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Dolphins are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, he's had the kind of scoring day you love to see out of him. 3 touchdowns in the book so far, but now 3 interceptions thrown as well. Gotta do without those.
Yeah, you do. The aggressiveness has helped him find the end zone several times, but it's also led him to find defenders several times as well. You got to figure this out. It's a quarterback teeter-totter. How to dial the mistakes back while keeping that aggressive mindset as well.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's a handoff up the gut. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. And he's certainly given us a performance worthy of these primetime lights. This is now a 100-yard game that he's put together. So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. Well, tip of the cap, Brock. You cannot question that they brought some fight to the field, try to throw their best punches. But we both know an opponent playing well, a road game, a hostile crowd getting after them. Just too much to overcome.
If you can't get the win on the road, and listen, more than half the time you won't, a coach at least wants to see his guys keep fighting and scratching and clawing until the final whistle. I think they at least did that, but there's going to be plenty of other areas to work on when they get to the practice field this week.